Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity, presenting 7 ways why I let go of thinking no. I awaken to understand, admit, and experience my here and now is unrehearsed, unedited, unrealized events, encounters, and expansions, and out of and unseen and unheard wisdom, insight, clarity, innovation. But so to admit my here and now is my dreamer's paradises, leisurely desired lifestyle, moneyed up, accomplished outcomes. And if you're thinking no, you never get out of the being a servant to the past and a servant to your uh, viewpoints, opinion, beliefs, way you grew up, and all your limitations. And that's something I really started to understand. You think you know your way to yesterday, but everything I think and know is learned knowledge and thoughts from uh, outside sources. So everything I think and know are my blocks, barriers, and limitations. Because you never rise out of thinking no, because you're always trying to think. And when chaos or something unsettling occurs, what you do, you go into thinking, then you start overthinking, stressing out, then you get filled with doubt and anger and frustration. That's all comes from the thinking, memory, frozen in time representations in the subconscious mind. And then you get into the mindset the world is against you. See, a mindset is a bind set. Bind your mind in what is from yesterday. And the more you understand, you think and know your way to yesterday, it allows you to rise to the sunrise of today, to enjoy the sunset of your splendid day. But every block, every limitation, barrier, and block is something you think and know and you'll never go beyond it because you're stuck in your comfort zone of freaky holes of control. And that's the thing about thinking no, it's control. If you want to control a society, you show them what to think, how to think, and all the knowledge of books written by somebody else. That's why I unpunctuated my books. And I stopped using change, heal, create. I stopped using the normal the self-help, personal growth, self-improvement words, because all they do is keep the memories and the think and know of yesterday alive and controlling you and your freaky holes of control. Then become a creepy hole of control. See, we've been unknowingly taught control through think and know, the school system, society. As control is my self-taught, timid, asinine gunk, harassing torment that's inside me that chides me into colliding with my comfort zone zombie to stay the same in my mundane mockery from my inner dialogue. That inner dialogue, he's a con artist because everybody says, "Oh, get a positive uh, inner dialogue." The inner dialogue is in the moment. And it isn't that you really control it or make it positive. You start understanding how to communicate with it through inspiration. Inspiration dissolves desperation, and positive thinking is desperation in my eyes. But the inner dialogue, he's a con artist. You got to keep inspiring him to or her to be of the now. It's a here and now, but everything we've been taught from in the school system through life is be a servant to yesterday and be a servant to the leaders of the world because they are educated and the business people know everything. They know everything, understand very little about communicating with people. When you rise out of think and know, you liberate you from you. your viewpoints, opinions, beliefs. Stop being stop being antagonizing thieves of your dreams. You are the thief of your dreams. Everything you think you know, the chaos, all that, we look at it as, but actually it's liberating inspiration because chaos is showing you your blocks, limitation, barriers, and your shortcomings within you, but it's awakening your traveler's temerity to be an adventurer with an animated ardor to soar out of the situation. And that all passed out of my life 2 seconds ago as I asked me, how is the world unknowingly stuck in our ancestors' ways of surviving limitations in a third world mindset? Where do you see the ancestors' way of life still in your everyday life? And how do you witness a third world mindset in the media and business? And you listen to some of the CEOs, they talk to us like they own us instead of understanding that we're all equal. Because, they can be the CEO of BlackRock, State Farm, or all them, but somebody even living on the street has a nugget of wisdom for them. Just because somebody's in their placement of life, that doesn't mean anything. You never know the circumstances that danced them down there. You don't know the circumstances that got somebody to be the CEO of a big company. Usually there's a little backstabbing done for people to rise. That is something I understand. But I'm awakening and aware to understand and admit the world has been stuck in ancestor survival mode thinking, knowing, with the knowledge from books written by other people to keep us inside socialized boundaries. And anything outside of them socialized boundaries, people panic and make ridicule and make fun of. But it's really, if you're inside, if somebody ain't ridiculing you and criticizing you for your dreams or your desired life or your innovation, you're living inside their controlled world. So as I awaken to understand, everything I think and know is a limitation. And something else I've awakened to, everything we think and know and written in books comes from the fascist felons of the world. And they're the ones that silently control the world. And they're the primary authors of today's institutionalized education and propagandized third world enslaving mindset of business. And all that is no big deal, but it opens you up to understand you encompass the wisdom, insight, and clarity to rise out of it. As I think and know, I'm stuck in the hole of control that I learned from the socialized snookery that the educated leaders of the world think they know what is best for me and you. And what they really think is they want to do is steal your dreams and my dreams. But that all passed away a long time ago, actually, for me, because I now understand listening to my imaged inspirations, questioning my desired accomplished outcome to understand and comprehend Mother Earth's grounded wisdom of my dreams' dexterity, expressing my unique mystique regal revelations that rise me to my liminal limousine glide through life. What this all saying is, when you want to rise of your life, question your dream. Where's the wisdom? And when chaos, adversity, challenges happen in the world, out in the world, them are awakenings. When you couldn't admit they were trying to control you, they become awakenings. And awakenings allows you to be the adventurous wizard of your life. And how do you like that? Having a liminal limousine glide, riding above your life, being the observer and witnessing and listening to all the revelations in your daily life. It feels kind of liberating, doesn't it? This to me. I like the ride and the glide in my limousine. There's no, we taught ourselves life has to be mean, cruel, and struggle, and we really stayed in it. I have a class. I rose out of the struggle of me, and that's what all you're doing is your everyday life is rising you out of the struggle of you to rise a being that's easy. Life is life is easy. I am the one that makes it hard. Through my thinking, knowing, mind, and opinions, viewpoints, beliefs, and everything I've always done. Now, I grew up on a farm in South Dakota in the 60s. We had very little of all the hydraulics and the augers and all the mechanization of today. So we and my dad come out of the 30s. So we knew the definition of manual labor. But the thing about manual labor, it's relaxing. I was a union electrician for 30 some years. And at the end of it, doing the underground, doing the PVC was better than being in the building because it was closer to Mother Earth. And something I really understand now, I walk in the desert every morning. And then I feel the grounding of the desert. And you really open up to feel the rocks under your feet. Sometimes they're in your shoe, but the thing about being grounded to Mother Earth, you're always relaxed. And as I enjoy my liminal limousine glide, galvanizing legendary ingenuity dawns in January gumption to understand all the education in the world is a foundation for you to rise to your dreams. Education is the foundation, not the absolute. Absolute education pollutes the society because it never allows people to rise. Because thinking and knowing and knowledge and learned and thoughts all come from the subconscious mind. As your intuition and imagination, spirit, all free flowing energy from the universe or wherever. But they're liberating invitations. And your imagination, intuition, inspiration will show you the way through life's liberating invitations. And life's liberating invitation is chaos, challenging people, the bliss, all the good. Just covers everything about life, but it's all liberating invitation. And something when you understand education is the foundation, you understand your education is what everybody else, what other people wanted you to think, know, live your life. But the biggest thing about education, it's all secondhand information from somebody else. And some of it's even gossip. And see, something I really awakened to, we've been taught the misery of history, of all the things history's done, but they never showed us and enlightened us on the wisdom of history. What caused the situation, because they've taught us history in a way to understand their way, and war is big business. When you can open up to understand war is big business and all upheaval is big business and big money for certain people, you start understanding the way as I listen for peace and something else. I listen for liberation. I think, know, and talk my way into frustration. I'm good at that. I was good at it. I'm rising out of that. And see, something else, I never say the word change. Always rise and expand and energize my genuine gumption. I listen for peace as I think and know dresses me in yesterday's stress because, oh, look what happened to me. What I got to do today? I'm never quiet to listen to it. Silence is sublime intuition, liberating everyday nomadic celebrations for me to enjoy the day. And that is something I really have awakened to. And you witness a conversation, and you guys are having a good conversation. There's good wisdom flowing and inspiration. And then somebody brings up the word think and know. See how fast that conversation dies or becomes competitive and combative. Oh, I was the best one at that. But I've awakened to understand if I just keep listening, there's a nugget of inspiration, inspired wisdom, insight, and clarity for me to rise onto my daily scampers. As I let go of think and know to grasp, I listen, question, understand, comprehend the wisdom in the heart of my life situations, opens my soul's revelations to revolutionize enterprising vanguard. That's a leadership, titillating intuition, and opens omnific nous to understand and comprehend. All my situations occur for me to rise out of my thinking, knowing. I call them mindsets because a mindset is your opinions, beliefs, and it locks you in. So it's really a mindset is a mindset that keeps you in yesterday. If you really look at the world and just look at the flat of the world, we're still stuck in yesterday. But however, people will rise us out of yesterday. People with an intuitive poise and a spirit prowess will listen to the silence of the universe and their inner selves and stream intuitive, liberating elegance, naturally celebrating every day as a heavenly heyday. And see, the thing I've really learned, I've really opened up to understand and comprehend is my viewpoints, opinions, beliefs are thieves of my desired lifestyle because my mindset, beliefs, and opinions come from my parents, my childhood, and everything. They had zero intuition because my parents come from the 30s and they were locked in a poverty consciousness in which they experienced. So it wasn't up to them to show me anything. They give me everything required of them. It was up to me to be free from my childhood. All my life events that I've opened up to admit to, my life events showed me my stubbornness, hard headedness, bullheadedness, egotistical arrogance, know it all, ignorance, happened to be right. The one that bit me the hardest all the time, and everything had to be my way. My life showed me all my hindrances, but I was too stubborn to understand what the world was showing me. Your physical world shows you the way to rise out of your internal limitations, barriers, blockages, stubborn hard-headedness. You know, if I took 5 things out of my life, I took egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance, happen to be right, stubborn thinking, stubborn knowing, wanted to be the center of attention, I'd have had 0 challenges in life because I'd have been in the flow and the glow of my genuine, legend, liberating, omnific wizardry. But I've really let my viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs be the thieves of my dreams because I had to be right. God, that's silly. I'm sorry, but that is just silly. The more I listen, the more I glisten and glisten with the bold, lively, internal splendor today, enjoying now. See, all we have is the here and now to continue to rise. To rise, shine, and energize. We rise out of yesterday, shine the enlightenment from the situation, energize my wandering wise to understand life is a nomadic nirvana as I listen, question, image inspirations of my dreams, understand and comprehend, overlearn. But if you comprehend the situation, and undress the wisdom inside it, you become blessed with a bold, lively, uh, enterprising way of life. Something I've really learned, I let go of a business to be an entrepreneur, because when you're an entrepreneur, you're in the flowing, sovereign self worth, self of your own ingenuity. But it's really the sovereign liberation of your heart and soul opens your enterprise. It entertains your brain with a bold, rebellious, intuitive audacity to naturally expand through life. But when you can open up to understand your life is yours to experience your way, not to think and know, but are you willing to experience the experiences of your dreams? See, that's something you never, they say, think it, know it. Well, you're never going anywhere. But when you're open to experience the experiences that rise you to your seashores of stunning splendor, you open the way for you to expand through life. I now understand and admit listening clears my channels of clairvoyant clarity of the here and now, as I hear in yesterday oozing oppressive news and making me a servant of my past. As I now listen for my liberating invitation, streaming, trailblazing, endeavoring nerve to listen and comprehend. I am who I am and was never stuck in the drama and trauma of my life. See, we think and know in trauma, drama, insecurity, immaturity. And as I realized, hearing something is the snare of yesterday. And we're more used to hearing the snares than listening for the liberating intuition of every situation. As I listen, that lionizes intuitive savvy, trend-setting, endeavoring, nomadic nirvana, because I now grasp. I let go of think and know, as I dared me to rise, shine, energizing my free-flowing energy of my imagination, inspiration, innovation, intuition, spirit prowess that enterprises my sleek, unique talents, entertains my spine tingling, sleek, unique talents, entertains my brain, streaming bright rainbow adventurous intuitive nows, naturally optimizes ultra bold savvy to let go of think and know, bequeath me out of my ancestors thinking and knowing mindset, third world ingrained ideologies. So, gee, why does today mirror yesterday's dismaying ways as I think and know? So I awaken to understand and comprehend. I rose of my adventurous audacity, animated acuity to color my world with my dreams, desired lifestyle, and understand. I listen for my wisdom to rise me out onto my liminal limousine ride to enjoy my tides of prosperity that flow to me like wave after wave on an ocean today. And I am Robert A. Wilson. I want to thank you. I'm with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity, and I show people the way I expanded my life and rose out of my old ways onto my here and now lifestyle. And never a life, it's always a lifestyle. You can color and design your lifestyle your way. I want to thank you, and we'll be here tomorrow night with Silent Clarity. Thank you and enjoy your day.